Hello. Welcome back to my channel, Civilized Chaos. Today we have a very special topic that we're going to talk about. It's going to be definitely watch related, as you can see with these watches laid across your screen. But furthermore, I'm going to review two of the new straps I've gotten recently, and also my two newest acquisitions, one of which is extremely special to me. So stay tuned to find out. So the first thing we're going to talk about are these new straps that I've acquired from StrapsCo.com, an online retailer that caters to all types of watch bands, watch bracelets, aftermarket parts. It's a very reliable company that's been around for some time, and I just picked up two of their new straps, and I've been quite satisfied with them. So I'm going to do a brief walkthrough from a user's perspective, from a customer's perspective on how they fared. So first off, I put this sort of racing strap on my Speedy Mark II vintage from 1969. First of all, the color on the strap, the orange highlight and the accent matches very well with the chronograph hand. As you can see, when I run the chronograph, is it running? Yes, it is. It really does accentuate the piece, and it makes it look that much more summer-like. I had it on the original steel bracelet, and I figured that for summer purposes, this will pop a lot more and garner more attention, and and certainly makes it look more summer-like. So I've been impressed with the design of it. Let's talk about quality. Calf leather, very supple, very soft, and it seems to be very, very robust. It feels very. You can feel its presence on the wrist. And it does have the quick release mechanism for quick strap changing. And I must say that it does feel very durable. It doesn't feel like it's going to peel anytime soon, and it feels like it certainly can take some wear and tear. Traditional tang buckle style, and it does have a little bit of engraving on it, which says Dasaki. I'm assuming this is the designer of the strap, and it does say genuine leather. This is the 20 millimeter width strap. So far, it's been fitting on my wrist very well, and it certainly makes the watch look a lot more sporty and a lot more true to its model, which is supposed to be for space exploration. Moving on to my second acquisition for the strap, I also have this camo, red inspired camo on my Explorer 2, and also it matches with the GMT hand, the red on red. I've been color coordinating and color blocking a whole lot lately, but this strap is quite comfortable as well. It is, I know it's quite reminiscent to the horror straps of that variation. They do come up with those designs and the color combination. Rubber, very solid, very pliable, very wearable, and it certainly doesn't feel very tough or hard around your wrist. The buckle itself is a bit, it doesn't operate as smoothly like butter as Rolex does, but for a $39 aftermarket strap, I must say that it serves the purpose quite well. Mostly pressed metal, has tons of sort of not brushed surface, but polished surface, and it does offer micro adjustments for your wrist. so you can certainly, chop off any excess length to fit your wrist. Overall, I must say that it is a very good, solid aftermarket piece. I've had it for about 2 weeks now, and I've been wearing it quite often, and it hasn't given me any issues. There is some play on the buckle itself. There is a little bit of shakiness, even when you screwed it on completely tight. But I think it does even add a little bit more to the comfort where if you're, maybe grabbing something or twisting your wrist a certain way, you got a little bit of that leeway. So it looks beautiful, pops like a summer color. And I'll be keeping it on for the rest of the summer. So, and now to the good parts. I'm gonna talk about two new acquisitions for me. These represent two very different styles of watches from two different time periods. These are at least 40 years apart. Different case construction, different styles. The first one I'm going to talk about is this Wempe Zeitmeister ceramic chronograph. This is a special piece. It's a limited edition to 100 pieces. It is from the manufactured in the region of Glasuta, which is a region that is known for their watchmaking. It is the home of many high-end luxury German brands such as Glasuta Original, Nomos Glasuta, as well as A. Lange & Song. Three German powerhouses. This is kind of like the little brother that is rather unknown. They're more so known for being a retailer of watches. They have been in business for hundreds of years. They're very reliable sellers, selling often very boutique edition high-end brands. So this watch is 42 in case size. It is all ceramic with a chronograph that's powered by the Valjoule 77553 movement. Very robust, very reliable, and it is also chronometer certified. This one is the German chronometer certified, which supposedly is more stringent and more robust than the standard COSC certification that's issued by the Swiss. What I really like about this is the level of detail that's put into the dial. All of the indices are applied, and the sword hand is beautifully crafted, very sharp. The edges are very sharp, very crisp, and I think that the date position is very well positioned, and it does have a bit of a color blocking going on with the red seconds marker, as well as the chronograph marker as well. So the back is case back engraved with the actual observatory that this watch celebrates, the 100th year operation of their observatory for their watchmaking. And this is a very, very well made piece. The rubber on it is extremely comfortable and very well made. The buckle itself is not ceramic, but it's PVD. This is a beautiful watch, something that you can dress up or dress down. One thing I do not particularly like are, well, two things actually. One of which is the anti-reflective coating on the crystal itself isn't very that doesn't do a whole lot of layering, so the light still reflects quite drastically on it, as you can see. And the second pain point I don't like is how you have to use a pin to stick into this sort of concave surface to change the date. I prefer the traditional date setting where you can adjust it by the crown. But it's a good piece. I mean, when it came out in 2010, I bought this pre-owned. It retails for a little over 4,000 euros. and I was able to pick it up on the secondary market in quite pristine condition for under $2,000. So it's quite a steal, and I'm gonna keep this in my collection just because I like ceramic. I like all black cases, and I do like the pop, and it is a limited edition piece. So yep, my latest acquisition. And this one is actually a very special watch. This is actually an heirloom from my future father-in-law, and this presumably will be the watch that I'm going to walk down the aisle with. It is a Seamaster, a vintage, beautiful, classy Seamaster from the 1960s, maybe early 1970s. This is a chronometer grade, which makes it a bit more special. It is gold capped. All original pieces. I did get my watchmaker to do some light polishing and also to take out some of the scratches on the acrylic glass. Everything still works beautifully. It is powered by the Omega caliber 751. And obviously this is the one that I'm going to keep for the rest of my life and pass on to my kids. And hopefully that the tradition continues. But it's a beautiful timepiece. I love how the bracelet fits on my wrists, and I love how it looks because it just looks so classy, so sharp, and so crisp. And it's a perfect size. I think that this is actually the 36, I believe. I haven't measured it with a caliper, but I do believe it is the 36. How to adjust the dates, you actually have to use the push-pull mechanism because that is what the caliber dictates. That's one thing I don't particularly find it too pleasant because I always feel like I'm doing this watch a disservice by pulling it out and then pushing it back in. I feel like I'm doing more damage to the movement itself. It's a beautiful piece, and I think every watch collector should have a vintage Omega in their collection. So this is a special piece. Thank you to my future father-in-law for bequeathing this to me, and I will certainly be taking good care of this and wearing this in good faith. So as that being said, I told you guys these are my two newest acquisitions for the month, two newest watches in my collection, and these are the two new bands that I've acquired from StrapsCo.com. I will leave a link in the description below for anyone that's interested in purchasing from them. I'm not sponsored by them, nor am I getting any sort of commission from them for selling their products, but I just find them to be very affordable and very good value. So without further ado, if you did enjoy the content today, please feel free to subscribe, to comment on what you like and what you didn't like about the items that I've described, and perhaps suggest on new reviews that you'd like to see from this channel. And then also feel free to like, share, and yeah, until next time, take care, stay safe, and see you guys soon. Got me so sick, I leave you tricks greener than Tommy, and I'm the rap Tommy. And if the lady's asking, only got 2 balls, but I already got a